The most dangerous salary trap doesn't feel like failure. It feels comfortable. You earn enough to stop worrying, enough to feel successful, enough to stay where you are. And slowly, your career stops scaling without triggering alarm. Because nothing visibly breaks. It just stops compounding. That's what makes salary traps so difficult to detect. People expect dangerous careers to feel unstable. But many careers become dangerous precisely because they feel secure. The income grows. The lifestyle stabilizes. The external validation continues. Which means there's no emotional pressure forcing people to reevaluate trajectory. And over time, comfort quietly replaces expansion. That transition is subtle. At first, higher income creates optionality, more freedom, more flexibility, more future movement. But eventually, many salaries stop expanding trajectory and start protecting stability instead. That's where growth quietly changes direction. Because income and compounding are not the same thing. A career can still pay well while slowly losing scalability underneath. And that's where many professionals become trapped, not financially, structurally, because high salaries create psychological gravity. The higher the compensation becomes, the harder risk starts feeling emotionally. Not because people stop caring about growth, because stability becomes increasingly expensive to challenge. That transition reshapes behavior slowly. At first, people still optimize for acceleration, but over time, many begin optimizing for preservation instead. Safer decisions, safer environments, safer trajectories, which feels rational short-term. But long-term, that pattern slowly reduces optionality. And once optionality narrows enough, future expansion becomes much harder. Because stability compounds differently than leverage. Leverage expands movement. Stability preserves continuity. And many careers quietly trade one for the other without recognizing the cost. That transition changes incentives gradually. Organizations reward predictability aggressively. Reliable operators become trusted. Trusted operators become embedded. Embedded professionals become harder to move. And eventually, many careers develop organizational gravity. The system starts depending on continuity, not expansion. That changes how careers evolve long-term. Because once a career becomes deeply optimized for operational continuity, trajectory flexibility starts shrinking underneath. The role still looks successful externally, but future movement becomes narrower, switching becomes riskier, experimentation becomes harder. Risk starts feeling emotionally expensive, and eventually, many professionals stop asking, "Where could this trajectory go?" They start asking, "How do I protect what I already built?" That shift is subtle, but structurally, it changes everything. Because protected careers often continue looking successful externally. Projects continue, meetings continue, responsibilities continue. The income still grows, which means activity still exists. But long-term movement starts narrowing underneath. Many professionals slowly confuse comfort with continued growth, predictability with scalability, stability with expansion, even though the trajectory already stopped widening. Because salary traps rarely remove momentum immediately. They compress it slowly. That compression is difficult to detect, especially in professional environments where stability itself is rewarded as success. And the longer someone stays inside that pattern, the more difficult acceleration becomes to recover. Not because opportunities disappear completely. Preservation slowly reshapes incentives, then positioning, then risk tolerance. Eventually, it reshapes identity itself. And eventually, many careers become optimized for continuity instead of expansion. That's why some high-income professionals feel increasingly static, despite becoming more successful externally. Nothing visibly collapses. The salary grows. The trajectory quietly narrows. Now, final verdict. The most dangerous salary traps do not feel restrictive at first. They feel successful. And that's exactly why so many careers stop compounding while still appearing stable from the outside. Because by the time people recognize their trajectory slowed down, their professional identity already adapted to preservation. If you want the full system behind this, it's in the description.